especially the choice of which one was day and night was really good because obviously much more exposed on the night course.
Yep.
Which
you feel the full brunt of
when we
night
had
1 and 2.
When the rain and the 50 km/h winds came through, we had no protection from that. But yeah, especially the sun. There's a small couple hundred meters on the day loop, and then you're sort of in model shade for the rest of it. So yeah, I think it was really good having that switch up between the two.
Yeah, we did put a little bit of research and thought into that, especially with the last minute switcheroo to come down here. But either way, it was actually pretty much going to be identical starting at the Pony Club if that's how we were going to do it. Daytime was going to be this way, nighttime was going to be that loop. So yeah, I'm actually really impressed with how that all worked out. For those of you watching at home that go, cool, I'm going to enter Herdies, yeah, it's not going to happen. You're still going to do a full lap of the Herdsman Lake each time, but it's set up as a slightly different My next question I was going to ask is, how do you stay, like, you are in the top 20 odd in the world. Well, maybe after this week, you might have slid down to the top 22 in the world. But how do you stay so humble? Because I can't remember who I was talking to the other day, where you were at Transcend, went out on Transcend and just come plodding into an aid station, and you know, these macho, you know, kitted up blokes come running in and straight out of the aid station and whatnot, and you know, doing their macho thing to be fast and furious, and you know, and someone was there at the aid station and spoke to me after, and they're like, they'd have absolutely no idea, like, that he is one of the best backyard ultras in the world, running here in, you know, sleepy old Perth. How do you stay humble? Like, how do you know, this is actually, to be honest, the most I've ever seen you come out. It's awesome that you're obviously with your tribe now, you're with your people you're comfortable with, but how do you stay humble?
Oh, look, I'm sure a psychologist could unpack it better than me, but there's, you know, like a lot of people in this get, you know, like you get that imposter syndrome, right? Like people that see me on the start line, like you can usually pick me out pretty easily because I don't look like a typical runner, right? Like I don't look like the person that you would see and go, that person's sport is running. So there's always, I guess, been an element of like imposter syndrome there that, you know, like I'm not, like I wouldn't even call myself a runner for a long time, which, like, it's funny, right? People laugh about that, but like I still feel weird about calling myself a runner. So yeah, I don't know. It's just like I'm here. I do these races, and the reason I like the backyard races is it's sort of I like to see if I can do it. It's, you know, and it's like whether it's running for 24 hours or 48 hours or beating that last time, or you know, just keep to be able to keep going. So like it's more, I do something because I'm really curious about it and I want to try and push myself, so I'm less worried about, you know, what other people care. And so like I typically don't have a big social media following. I don't have Instagram. I don't post all my runs because I want, you know, like I do them because I'm interested to do them. And so I guess it's yeah, more introspective view of running for
just
me.
Stay humble, because I love the Rob Parsons in our community, because it's refreshing, and look, we all have our own way about going about things and stuff like that, and you know, for me, social media is, you know, it's my livelihood, I guess, in a weird sense, you know, because
I wasn't having a crack at you there, Sean.
No, I realise that. No, but I mean, you know, and I appreciate that for some other runners and sponsorship and stuff like that, you know, it's the exact same. But you know, there's people like yourself, Dan Carmack, Michael Billman, you know, you just go about and do your thing, and you know, it's perfect. You know, it's a great way in going about doing it as well, because without that, it, you know, it just all, I don't know, maybe it all becomes a bit convoluted and whatnot. But you know, I love how humble you are. My next point I want to raise with you, and I freaking love this because I don't know how you two do it, but you have the most incredible crew person who happens to be relatively close to you. Your wife, Jacinta. You two are just the most incredibly well-oiled machine. Sorry, Gemma. But like, I said to Jack afterwards, how the heck do you do this for days and days and days, and you two just nail the formula every single time? You know, she's given me insight into how it happens, but what's your interpretation of why it works so incredibly well? Because for anyone here, everyone has a pretty ace crew, and that obviously is the secret to being incredible at this format. How do you two do it so well?
There's probably a few things. One, she doesn't take any shit, which really helps. Like when I come in, if I whinge or I'm not happy about something, like I don't get much sympathy. Believe it or not, it's just it's much more of a problem-solving environment, right? So Jack's very good at problem-solving and finding solutions to things. So, and he's very good at seeing patterns. So if there's something I'm doing or something's changing, she's very good at identifying what the issue is and putting in like tangible solutions.
She's
that
incredibly switched on in that sense. Yeah.
And we have because a lot of these races we have done when we first started doing them just by ourselves. Out of sort of necessity, we started very simply in that we kept things as simple as we could. They weren't complicated, so there's less to do. So we have a pretty good plan, especially night loops are a great example for us. Like we plan a lot of the food almost all night to be mobile, so I don't have to sit and like eat a plate of anything, or there's nothing I can't just pick up and
just pause you on that. When you do that, do you then, instead of at the night times when you come in, do you kill it, go to sleep?
Yeah, so some nights we won't even, when I come in, we won't even talk. So I'll come in, I'll take off, whatever I need, the headlamp or whatever, put in a box she's got for me, and she'll have the bed ready. I'll just get straight into bed. We won't even say anything, and she knows when she has to wake me up. And then the alarm will go, and she'll wake me up, and then she'll have everything in a tray, and she'll dress me, and then put me straight, and she knows, and she'll just tell me, you've got, this is all the calories you got in this bottle, or take this gel at halfway, or whatever it is, and then I just go out and do what she told me.
You are so fine-tuned, GT. That is awesome.
So, like for me, it works really well then, because I don't need to think about it. Sometimes I'll, as I'm going out, I'll ask, what are we doing next lap? And she's like, we're doing this. And I'll be like, well, I don't really feel like that now. Can we change it? She's like, okay, I'll give you this or that instead. I'm like, cool. So we're just...
That is like... And sorry to everyone I've interviewed already, but that is the best tip that I think I've probably ever had on any interviews, is nighttime, have all your meals mobile. So that you've just saved everyone 5 or 6 minutes of faffing around, having a hot meal or having whatever, when instead, get your sleep, because that 5 or 6 minutes could be a game changer to your event. Get into that corral, and then you're going to be walking at some stage anyway for that next hour, and that's your meal time.
Yeah, we usually have...
That's ingenious.
We usually have at least one lap in the middle there, where it's an awake lap, where we will sit and have a chat about how things are going, anything need to change, or but otherwise, it's usually just if we can get more, because I'm not good at sleeping. I'm a really bad napper, so like I won't actually fall asleep until the third night. Typically, like I'll lie down with my eyes closed, but I typically won't be asleep. So usually, any chance we get to try and get that sort of rest, we do, just because I run relatively slow laps. So like we just try and get as many opportunities to just lie down and chill out.
What a great way of adapting. That is fantastic. Look, I'm going to do a little bit different here. Hang on, I'll take this out. We're going to throw it out to the audience, and we're going to start first with Tim Moffat, because we know he's got a question that he's busting to ask you, Rob. Fire away, Tim.
Thank you. So,
see, I told you.
I've run the numbers. I've done a heap of work on your numbers. And statistically speaking, your lack of social media presence means there's a Rob Parsons in Tasmania, who's a filmmaker, who's been tagged in about 700% more backyard ultra stories than he's meant to. Apparently he's been to Biggs and everything. Has he ever reached out and asked you to create an Instagram just so he stops getting tagged?
Believe it or not, no. And it's funny that you ask, because he might be...
How's he going to reach out and find him?
Hey. So the other Rob Parsons, see, my email address is Rob S. Parsons, because it's my middle name. And everyone forgets the S, so everyone emails this other guy, and he won't give me his email address. He will never even respond to me. So surely there's someone there that is clearly getting all my other social media tags and my emails.
Any other questions we got out there? Yes, Sam.
I just want to ask about your recovery. What does that look like from here?
Look, I'll be honest. Usually my recovery is any physio or coach would frown at me and say it's pretty rubbish, because look, not always, but generally in the lead up to a race, I'll sort of curb alcohol intake and eat better food.
Rubbish.
And, I know. Well, and then so after the race, I tend to like let go a little bit for a week or two, and care a little bit less about it, which probably isn't great for the recovery side of things. So I wouldn't take any super recovery tips from me, but I guess things I know that I've done wrong in the past from recovery is probably a better response. And I did this at Biggs last year when we went back to watch the rest of the race finish, and being where it was very isolated, and I didn't bring any food with me, and sort of realised very quickly that was a very bad idea, because especially after one of these races, every sort of 2 hours typically I tend to,
if you want a T-bone at the end of the day,
just need to start eating. So I did make a lot more of an effort this time to make sure that I always had food around, or even straight after the race. You know, I was eating some of the fuel that I had during the race, and Jack sort of asked me, she said, "Are you sure you like? Do you actually really want this?" I'm like, "No, I don't want it, but it's got protein in it and it's got carbohydrates in it, so I need to take it because it's going to help me. So I'll just do that."
We got time for one more question. Anyone else? Yes.
Shout out to Jacinta over there. Amazing stuff, Jacinta. Well done.
She loves being in the spotlight. We should have brought her over for the interview. She loves it. You're honestly, you're an amazing crew,
My
Chief.
social media presence is honestly fine.
Hey, I heard a rumour today that South Australia is on the cards for you.
Yes, yep.
You know
it
that's
is.
where all the good people come from.
I have heard there's a lot of people live in South Australia, especially a few of them are here. So yep, and midway through December we'll be pulling up our routes from Kalgoorlie. So it'll be a sad time. Like I've been there for sort of 18 years, and I think Jack's been there for 25, something like that, 25 years, over half her life. I won't tell you how old she is, but she's less than 50.
Less than 50.
So yeah, so maybe
less than 50.
sure. So December we'll be moving over to Adelaide, making a new base there near some hills. A suburb called Hawthorndine, which is near Blackwood, sort of south of the
Guess
CBD.
where our warehouse is?
Where's that?
Blackwood.
Oh, there you go.
Let's go running when I come
Yep.
over.
Sounds good.
Sturt Gorge there is actually. Oh man, you are in for an absolute treat.
Yep, I can't wait.
Yeah, hill running will be your jam.
Well, that's good
there is
because
so many trails.
there's no
there.
hills where I currently live in Kalgoorlie. So
There's two, yes. I believe we heard you commit earlier today then to signing up to No Time to Die.
I don't believe you heard that. I think that's a flat out lie there, Sean. But well, I did commit to not doing this race after Bigs, so clearly I wasn't very good at holding to that. So we'll say.
Well, I think as it stands, with 84 yards as your PD.
Yeah.
And being that it was at Bigs last year, potentially, if you wanted it, you could be at Bigs again next year. Because as it stands, and I think from all the chatter that's amongst the backyard fraternity, you will have enough to once again return to Tennessee. Is that a likely scenario?
Look, I think it's a strong maybe. I think.
Would you like me to come and crew for you?
There's yes. No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, Jack.
I'm one of those people when you get near the end of a backyard ultra, you finish, you're like, I'm never going to do that again. So you usually have to get far enough away that you only remember the good stuff about the race and remember how much you could have done more, but you were just too soft and you need to go back and have another crack before you sign up and commit to another one.
I do want to ask you one final parting question, just because we're already half past the hour and we're ready to build up for these amazing runners about to come in. When you go, look, obviously a format like this, excuse my French, but it is pretty fucked up because it takes you to some pretty dark places, and it's just crazy why someone would want to try and do what you've done. And we all do it differently because we're all at different abilities. But, for me, it'd be, I'd love one day to run 24 hours in something like this. And why would I want to do that? Or why would you want to go and run a 200 mile or whatever? Like you said, at the end of it, you come out of it and you go, this isn't something that I want to do ever again. And yet, you find yourself wanting to do it. But correct me if I'm wrong, it's because of what you get out of what you've just achieved. Like, how much does this impact you in the future going outside of this, this event? What do you take away from just how incredible an athlete you've created within yourself, and obviously with Jack's help? What do you take away from these events, and how do you put that into your everyday life? Like, how much more confidence does this give you, and how do you react with that confidence?
I think it's a real it's kind of like a why not me approach. You sort of look at it and you go, well, there's people here like today, right? Ryan and Phil are at like lap 94, 95. So like what's stopping me being able to do that? Like, and you come into these things, and my after working with Rob Donkersloot last year and lead up to Bigs was really helpful, and focusing on not focusing on the outcome. It was all about, I've got to do one more lap, like from the start. Like even today, like I'd forget what lap number we're up to. I couldn't remember which day it was or which night it was. Like I didn't know, and like my crew knows not to talk to me about distances or milestones or lap numbers, because they can seem unachievable when you're only halfway there and you think, geez, this hurts now, how can I do double this? So I think going through that process and then being able to do so well, especially at Bigs last year, and you get that, you end up, I think I was 11th at Bigs overall out of the 75 runners. It's like, well, maybe I can do these things, whether it's 100 mile somewhere or 200 mile or anything else. And just because when it comes to backyard running, I don't look like the typical last person standing at most of the backyard races. But I can be competitive. So when it comes to other things in life, if I think I can do it and give it a crack, then why not? Just because I don't look like I fit the mould, give it a go and find out.
Who's to say there's a specific mould that you have to fit?
Yeah, I think I have a lot of portable fuel with me, which helps in these races. So.
Look, you are one of the most inspiring Why Not Me athletes I've ever met. Have loved seeing you grow over the last few years with Ultra Series, and obviously with the backyard, the Australian backyard ultra community. Congratulations once again on representing Australia.
Thank you.
I love how humble you are. You're just a pretty beaut human being to be around, and I really look forward to running some trails with you in Adelaide.
Yeah, can't wait.
When I come over, but also I'm excited to see where you're going to choose to take yourself. For me, I'd get to a stage like this and achieve what you've achieved and go, there's nothing left for me to do. I'm content and happy with that. But I feel like there's a little bit of an inner rumbling inside you that still has a little bit more of that.
There's always going to be something next.
What can I really do? So on behalf of the Australian team, the Australian running community, Ultra Series and our Perth community, congratulations on what you've achieved. Thanks for giving us all an amazing insight into what it takes to achieve that. And good luck with the move. Good luck with your new job, Jack. And good luck with the future. And I hope we all get to share some adventures, being inspired by the Mr. Rob Parsons moving forward.
Well, thanks, Sean.
Well done. Thanks very much. The crowd here has built exponentially. You must have heard Rob online. But we're going to leave it at this, because in 15 minutes' time we have two
Who are you?
When did you finish?
Busy. August.
It's nuts. I was doing the sun this morning. There this morning. They just came by
Is that camera? Oh, it is that camera?
Yeah, it's that stuff.
Oh, well, it's that one, isn't it? Oh, she was just... Oh, it's not a chair, Susie, it's the... I just... My wife said, like, it takes a second camera needs the chair moved and camera adjusted.
Oh, yeah, no, it's all fixed, don't worry. That was a mistake. Don't worry.
Yeah, I just realised it's not a chair, it's that. It's the plastic, the black thing.
I'll continue to try and sort out
You
this
should just
disaster.
borrow one of the trolleys and just trolley everything to your car, and then bring the suitcase to the car, and then unload it from the car
You know
into
what?
the suitcase.
I'm liking your thinking. You're an ideas man.
Oh, they make great time.
Oh, they're in Tina Australia first.
Yeah.
It's about, yeah, I was going to say 3 minutes from the bridge, I've been told. Yeah, but depends on how slow you are. The way they're going brilliantly.
Look at Tim go. Look at Tim.
Tim?
Yeah, that's yeah. Hey?
How exciting.
Oh, how great is it?
What a recovery.
Oh, yeah, that was something else. And this is like a real tactic knock by Phil.
Oh, absolutely.
He,
Yeah. I mean, if they want to do it, they're always doing something.
he's pretty,
They have to as well.
yeah.
Wow, this is a quick lap. Plenty more left in the tank. 49 minutes. 49 minutes. Let's welcome back to the corral from Western Australia, previous world record holder, PB of 102 hours, Mr. Phil Gore, and from Queensland, smashed his previous PB of 75 hours, is now ticking off 94 hours. Ryan Crawford. These two incredible and inspiring athletes. Look at all these people that have come down to see you two legends. This is amazing. Wow, you two. Congratulations. 94 hours complete.
Awesome.
In 49, 50 minutes. Bang on, pretty much.
Great stuff.
10
great
minutes
stuff.
in the bank. So now, folks, we'll just ask for the next 8 or 9 minutes. We're going to pretty much go to complete silence so that they can reset, recharge, have a little sleep. So please feel free to observe them from the corral so that you can see what they're doing, because it is really interesting how they go about things. And then we'll come back to you in about
What a race.
8.5 minutes time.
Bill.
Okay, well, he's pretty adamant he's not doing that one.
Thank you. Good job. If that's what you
I thought it was just that's it. Yeah, that's why I was just checking the gym.
Does Ryan have to do one more?
Two, it will only be a draw if Phil goes out. We're one behind. So if Phil doesn't want to loop on his own, it will be a draw. If they
so
both
everyone's gotta
go
do
out,
one more.
yeah. If they both go,
It's really messy. My brain hurts.
We don't know
from the
really,
nuts.
or
Hey?
he's definitely got to do one more.
I don't know.
yes, they do. I checked the leaderboard before. If he doesn't
Sean
do one more,
knows.
if Phil goes out on his own,
It'll be a draw.
It's a draw for second. US
think.
and Australia.
I don't know.
I know. I just checked.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you've had more sleep.
He doesn't go in. We have to.
That's gone catwalk.
Getting the shoes ready.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Gosh. Gee, man, how much longer he can
Yeah.
Yeah. A little quicker, a little quicker. His posture improved. It was great.
And he did 38 at one stage and came in there.
Did he?
It's like, yeah.
I think he's gone back into the speakers section.
Teamwork's making a dream work out there, Pato.
Yeah, there's karma going on now, though.
Is there?
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with Phil, that Ryan doesn't want to go back out again, and if Phil doesn't want to move on his own, we don't come second.
Oh, Ryan doesn't want to go back out?
They're kind of talking to going back out, I believe.
Yeah, he was saying, Phil was trying to talk to him about it on the course there, to go back out.
Oh, there he is.
Good to see them working together out there, though.
Yeah, oh, yeah. If they weren't working together, the race would have finished ages ago.
Chatting, Phil waited for Ryan a few times. Always tense. You're tense. He's in his tent. Okay, he's just building a suspense. It's going to be an epic yard, people. Epic. Stay on. Pato will bring it to you live as it unfolds here at Lake Herdsman, or Herdsman Lake. Depends where you're from. If you're from WA, that's one, and if you're from Victoria, it's the other. Which one's which, eh? What's your highlight of the day, Pato?
Phil and Ryan working together.
As a team?
Definitely. Yeah, 100%.
That's there, and then just below it is you giving Phil a football.
Oh yeah, that was
pretty good, wasn't it?
Kate, are you on the socials?
Is that what Jeremy Lane does?
No, there's something going on. I don't know what's going on, but there's something serious.
Gonna get on those.
Get him, G him up. What's your call, Pato? What's happening?
Oh, they'll go out. I've got no doubt.
They'll go out. Night loop. First night loop.
Is this the first night loop?
It should be night loop.
Yeah, I think,
Night loop.
It's time, folks. Australia's team yards are sitting on 968. 968 yards. That's not Ks, that's yards. Every one of those yards is 6.706 kilometres. So we're talking about, I don't know, this is going to hurt my brain, but we're going to say roughly 7,000 kilometres Team Australia has run over the last 5. That's 15 runners have run about 7,000 kilometres. And here we are on lap 95, ready to change 30 seconds, ready to change our world standard from number 2 to number 2. Lap 95. We want you all to count down with us, folks. Night loop, don't forget. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is for you, boys. Everyone's here. Go Australia. Night loop. Don't forget the night loop. This is history, folks. The boys are out there now to take us from third. Where we're going to invite every one of you, which will kill the next half hour in time, which is probably a pretty good thing rather than standing around here waiting for nothing to happen. We're going to invite every one of you into the behind the scenes, into the the zero spectator zone, but we're actually going to invite you into the zero spectator zone for the next 35 minutes or so, whilst we interview the one and only nugget of a human being who smashed his personal best, Ryan Crawford's best mate in running, and finished with 82 yards. We're going to interview from from New South Wales, but Tweedhead's right near Queensland, Mr. James Banton. So please do make yourselves welcome to come down this corral on this side. So if you just go and do a Yui, we can invite you in here to all have a seat. And we're going to interview Mr. James Banton. He will hate having so many people watching this happen, but he'll get over it.
Come on everyone to have a seat here. Like a bit of an angle, see the thing. Might need to put it up. Got that. That's quite a big piece of it.
Take a knee. Here we go. Oh,
no, you ain't had a few more beers since I've been gone there. You've had a few more beers since I've been gone. I got a few in the car. What, you want a beer? I'm fucking nearly out, mate. I bought a couple. 82. We'll go get some more in a second. I gotta work. No, it is what it is. No, guys, yeah.
The question is why it's not getting worse.
What's that?
I said
Look, focus, James.
They're going to get me a rum and coke.
Oh, we can arrange that.
They gave you water.
But it must be a 2-for-1 deal. Is the rum and coke's coming? Yes?
I don't know. That would be amazing.
You sit next to him and you get one too.
That's why I said it's a 2-for-1 deal. Alright, before we continue, we must get this man a rum and coke.
That could take all
40 minutes. Don't worry. Is anyone got coke back?
I've got coke there.
Someone had a bottle of rum the other night. What was that? We had 5 on our table. Otherwise, I would have just been like hitting. I would have been sitting there going, what a big terrible 5 I got them. They're not dead because sometimes they. Olive, you need to turn around. Stop it. Stop. You want to stop. Oh, you can have 5. Turn around. Olive. Turn around. Do you want me to take it for one?
Alright, we're ready now.
Just get it to me.
It's nice and tasty. So, before we get into this, we had one shitty 4X beer. Sorry, Barts, I know you brought it down. Sitting on the table left over from last night, which none of us wanted to touch. And then he finished up this morning, woke up. First thing I It was like, I reckon bloody Jimmy will probably want this. Went over, it was warm, been sitting on the table in the sun. He's like, oh yeah, I'll have that, thanks, and bloody took it on board. So we got rid of that 4X.
I can't believe you gave me 4 beer.
You didn't even know until I just told you then. G'day folks, we are back for interview session number 13, I think. We have covered every runner that has finished thus far. So our penultimate interview, and we come to you live once again from the magnificent Moondine Park in Herdsman Lake with a ginormous crowd ready to congratulate our next interviewee in the magnificent James Banton.
Wow, I've looked better, I reckon.
Mate, I've seen that beard grow over the last few days and I think it's pretty impressive, so you're handsome to me, mate. Right, we need to clear a few things up for starters. First things first, you are not a Queenslander.
No, I'm a New South Welshman.
New South Welshman, yeah. Loud and proud?
Very much so, follow New South Wales state of origin.
Yeah. And oh, cheers for that one. Look at that. And but you live just over the border, I believe.
Yeah,
Stone's Throw.
Just in Tweed.
Just in Tweed.
Yes.
Oh, see, I was right. But you don't actually live in Tweed. You live somewhere where you told me, and I went
Kingscliff.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, I just called it Tweed. So, righto, we've got that all cleared up. So for everyone that keeps saying that James is Ryan Crawford's best buddy and is from Queensland, he's not from Queensland. He is from New South Wales. So I nearly stuffed that up on my intros in saying that you were from Queensland, but I couldn't quite work it out, so I left it out. So you and my Smokey,
I know.
and you actually excelled. You made me very, very, selfishly, you made me very proud of what you've achieved this week, James Banton, and I saw some emotion come out of this big bloody cake of a human being. You're quite a big softie underneath that facade, aren't you?
It's always a tough one. Like to get to 72 is always hard. Like it's never easy.
I'll never know.
And you go through this whole journey on the way there. And,
you realise you actually went past 72, don't you?
I know, but you got to get there first. It takes a lot. Just every time it's a bit different, but yeah, you got to get through some emotional stuff. But having a 7 there at 72 and seeing some of those guys do that for the first time was super cool.
It must have been, apart from the tip that I just learned from Rob, one of my favourite moments of this whole week. Yeah, we've been here we're going into 6 days tonight.
Yeah.
But one of my favourite things was witnessing 6 of you coming over that finish line together when there was just 7 in. I think it was either Phil sleep lap or Phil doing Phil's thing, and then the other 6 of you were just trying to get the 72 hours. And like you said, many of them for the first time. And seeing 6 of you come over, like I know someone's taken a shot of that, which that's got to be our new cover photo moving forward, because that's all the Phils right there. That's what about not the Phils. The Phil wasn't right there. He was doing his own thing, but you know what I mean. That's what Team Australia has evolved into so much over 4 years of this thing being a format. And you were right in the thick of that, mate.
Yeah, because you're developing a bond as you go, and we're feeding off each other's energy all the time. And Ryan always says, and I agree, you can't run out there on your own. It's just you're in your own head too much. So we're all stuck together with that group of 6. It helps us as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Selfishly, it helps you.
Yeah.
As a runner, and that's. I'm so glad you brought that point up, because I've been mates with Ryan for. I say mates. We've been mates through social media, but we're mates talking back and forth for years. We've tried to connect a few times and be at the same place and events, but it just hasn't happened for whatever reason. I finally got to pick him up from the airport the other day, and And obviously he's a pretty quiet, unassuming, humble bloke, and doesn't give away a lot. But the one thing we did chat about was about exactly what I'd actually read into, and it was bang on that, you know, on one event at one stage at Clint Eastwood, I think it was, where there was lots of people out there and just gunning for it and going, and there was still probably a dozen of you left. And Ryan, you know, caught up with you, and you know, you were running together, and he said, look, these guys are all just going out on their own, doing their own thing. They're all going to drop off, but if we stick together, this is going to be an adventure, and we're going to help each other out and get further.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously that's something that we've seen just in the last 4 hours works really, really well with Ryan, because he was done. You know, 4 hours ago he was cooked and ready to go, and we, you know, got into Phil's ear and said, well, Phil, if this is going to all work, this is how Ryan works. You know, not that he'll tell you, but you know, obviously you know that, because that's how you know, you've got to share those experiences. But that is one thing I think that so many runners are still yet to learn out of a backyard ultra, is that when you run with someone else, they're sharing half your weight, so to speak, but you're taking half of theirs. But it doesn't feel like that.
There's strength in it, and you're sharing your all the energy that's on offer out there. I mean, the only reason Harvey Lewis got to 108 last year at Biggs was because there was still 23 people left at 72. It's big energy that then lifts the top.
Yeah.
You can't get to that number with fewer at 72. And just sharing the little experiences, like Michael, I think your PB at 75, that was awesome for me just to be there with you. I think we shared the light. Was that your land?
That was 73,
I forgot my head. So I'm like, oh, I just run next to you. We just ran the whole way. You don't have to say much or anything. It's just that shared energy that gets you through. And yeah, it's crazy, man. It's so good.
A few bromances happening in there after.
Well, it's the team. We're really come together, I think, and it's been a harder team to make this time. And everyone's interested in getting in.
Hasn't it just gone up an echelon?
And there was a point there where we were just thinking, God, this 6 people are going to rejig the whole Australian rankings every yard.
Yeah.
It was all changing. It's cool.
So let's wind it back a bit. I love, and that's not dismissing what you're saying, that's, you know, I think it's really...
I love trail running, just that freedom and adventure. And then I got injured at some point, and it was leading into and then I got injured at some point, and it was leading into Dead Cow, I think in 2022. And I just thought, it sounds good, because it's a easy way just to ease back into your training.
Yep.
Just do low, slow volume.
Yep.
And once you decide that, or if something goes wrong with your body, you just stop. So there's no pressure. You don't have to. So I thought it's a good way to get into it, and I did 30 hours in that one. And I quit.
On your debut.
Yeah, and I quit, and I was super disappointed like 2 hours later watching the race, because there was only suddenly it went from like 7 to 2 really quickly, and I was just going, oh, I'm fuming. I left. So I think that lit that competitive fire in me to want to go back and do it again. But I think even at that point we didn't know what we were doing, crew wise and equipment wise. I don't think I even had a table in my tent.
Oh yeah,
it was just on the floor.
Yeah, but
so the tent and our setup has come a long way.
Isn't that a great thing though about how this has evolved? Like, look at where it's gone. You know, the world record, let's say 5 years ago, I'll say at a guess. All right, where's bloody Tim Moffat? He'll know this exactly. Tim, where are you? Moffat. Oh, he's going for a run. He's the stats man. Tim, what was the world record 5 years ago? Let's go back and do dishes. Anyway, the point is, he'll come back and he'll know that you know, it's evolved so much in the last few years, and it's just even from an aid station and crew. You know, having crew is the ultimate, not even a secret, it's the ultimate path to a success in doing it. Every single one of you have got the most epic crews.
I think this is probably one of the best crews that Ryan's ever had.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, and they're all bloody West Aussie ring-ins. Good on you, bloody legend. except for Nachi. She's not West Aussie. But we brought you in here to West Australia and you rung in. So you're a West Aussie ring in.
Nachi's really good massage masseuse as well.
I heard Abby doesn't mind jumping in and massaging Ryan's legs either. So. Sorry, Abby. Yeah, so okay, so why hasn't Ryan had crews in the past of this sort of calibre? Because Ryan's Ryan?
No, I don't think so. I think for whatever reason it just hasn't sort of worked as well. I think because he's got layers here, there's a few, and they've all had experience.
He's got a great collection.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's having the layers, and like you could almost have someone like Sam Harvey has the whole family there, and there's crew for the crew.
Yep.
So it really, like, going to bigs is a big thing for that as well, because you only technically get one crew.
But once you're there, you can have 17 up there.
Well, some weird rules there, but you're meant to just go there with one, and they're not able to swap out. So that person becomes really crucial to you.
Yep.
Because you see how Tim and I ended up this morning. People to tell us what to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Awesome seeing you smile. I'm going to try and I hope I remember to close with that. Remind me, everyone. I need to close with this morning with Tim. So don't let me forget that. So, at what point did the World Satellite Championships and representing your country become something that you just had a real hunger to go for?
I didn't really specifically want to qualify for bigs. I found myself in a situation of being at 55 yards at Clint Eastwood. Race director came over to the tent, said, we just spoke to Laz, if you do 5 more you're in. And I think it was like, when is that? He says, it's in 2 months in Tennessee. I don't want to do another one of these in 2 months.
But you did.
But I did, so I did 60, and then 2 months later I did 72 at bigs.
Woo!
And that's
Whoa. Wow. Here you are. But you didn't have to say yes.
I always wanted to. You got to represent your country.
Mate, I'm so stoked you did.
And we with Rob and Aaron at bigs, those guys dragged me through that last night on the road there.
Yep.
I think you had Rob here talking about his 2-3 minute strategy. That was and we did some of that this time as well, around just when I didn't want to think and just sit on a train with someone else. It's a good way to get some of the yards done.
Just get dragged along with an invisible rope.
Yeah.
So, at World Sats here in Perth in 2024, what went right? What did you implement that you just went, this is it, this is, gone so right for me this time around?
I think it's just a culmination of what we've been working on. We raced 2 months ago. We did 72 yards together at Clint Eastwood. So we're just finalising the processes there.
How did you, sorry, just before we continue on, how did you pull up like 8 weeks later from running 72?
I pulled up the best I ever have. Like, I was terrible after bigs. I had like 2 months off. But the thing that stopped me is I had a skin cancer cut out there, and it got infected, and that delayed my comeback about 3.5 weeks. So I got 3 weeks of training and then started to taper. I got sick. Like, I've been coughing my guts up out there for 82 hours. I was like so tired as well the whole time.
I wouldn't have guessed from you sleeping the last 17 hours. Been trying to do this for 17 hours.
That was that warm beer you gave me. Knocked me out. So yeah, it wasn't the best prep coming into here physically for me, but my crew chief Kitty and Glenn.
They go all right.
They're
amazing.
They handle my business, and that's all. I don't need to worry about anything else.
There's one of the big secrets there. All of you guys and everyone listening at home, you're listening, all right? Crew chief and crew chief assistant, they're pivotal to making your decisions. We heard that from Rob and Jack. When they're there to make your decisions, half the job is done. All right, the other half is you just go out there and run a really long way. So, what didn't go right?
I probably got pretty bad blisters again. Yeah.
They can't be as bad as what your feet were after bigs.
Yeah, something. Sorry, guys. Anyway,
Oh, no, we love foot porn. Hang on. Let me spin this around. We definitely want to see this. Oh, dude, you have the ugliest feet.
So that just fell off. So I just kept that
Just
covered.
fell
So
off?
that's a new nail. That thing, I don't know what's going on there.
Mate, this is Halloween material. Wow,
That was really painful towards the end. I was just not liking that.
You know, have you ever heard of something called a podiatrist? Potentially can help you with this stuff.
Yeah.
So,
if you know
mate,
a good one, send me there.
I'm sure we can guide you. Listen, I'm going to throw it out to the crowd here. We can answer up to, I think we've got time, certainly for 3 questions. So who has a question rolling up? Oh my God, I can't. Tim Moffat's got a question. Tim.
Yeah, obviously, we all know that the world record 5 years ago was 68.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to get back to you for that one.
Oh, you asked.
Oh, yeah.
How does it feel to be coming out of this with absolute world record standard stuff? If you did this 5 years ago, this would be well.
So, do I feel like a world record holder?
No, I think what he's trying to say is you are unequivocally world standard. You know, you in a very short amount of time of running backyard ultras have become one of the elitist of the elite in this format. How does that feel, or do you not want to acknowledge that because you don't realise that? But I'm telling you right now, in front of 100 odd people here, that you are world. You know, you're in the top. I think we worked out you're in like the top 25 odd in the world now. You know, and you see what the Belgians are doing. You know, they're incredible. You're part of what that story is. That's you, James Banton.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly. See, I knew my money on you was good money.
It's such a good sport. I just love everything about it. There's so many layers and complexity to it, but it comes down to that simple thing of putting one foot in front of the other. And we are doing some. Yeah, I mean, we're still out there on the.
Oh, sorry, we lost connection there for a second.
We're still out there on the 4th night, like we're still human, going, this isn't right. This is meant to be possible. So I kind of love pushing the limits. That's what I love. And
this is your jam, isn't it?
Yeah. If the body can hold up. Am I the oldest in the team?
I actually worked out. I know the answer to this question.
Right.
I am about 20 days older than you.
Yeah, right.
And yes, you are the oldest in the team still.
Yeah.
I'm like, he looks really, really old. And he's younger than me. I never want to acknowledge that, but seems to always come up more and more these days.
I think 4 days of this 3 times a year definitely ages.
No, you looked older before him. All right. Another question? Got any other questions, or has he already been that insightful? Anyone else want to? Yes. Oh, hang on. Oh, yes. No, you've just repeated it. And the worst.
I had some KFC after. That was pretty damn good.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah. That
Best food you've ever had?
Worst thing that I ate.
Yeah, what didn't agree with you?
What did not like? There was one night where I just overate, and my stomach was quite bloated, and there was quite a long stretch that I was dry reaching on the trail out there. Oh. So
I'm pretty sure at one stage he did want some chocolate coconut milk, but Ryan Crawford bought every shop out in Perth for his supplies for that. So he's a bit selfish.
I did have some secret stash of chocolate coconut,
which he kept ganking from Ryan's stash, and that's why Ryan kept running out.
But that is a good tip. That chocolate coconut water is so good. So good. That's one of our favourites.
Actually got me really interested in it. There's so many people have been raving about going, actually it's like Yogo.
It's not too sweet, but it's just sweet enough, and it's coconut water, and it's so hydrating. It just ticks a lot of boxes. Ryan's literally in there smashing that still now.
No, he's not. He's
like when he comes. We hope he is.
I want to know whether you are going to go back to Tarawera to tackle the 100k, because the reason this comes up is because someone who I know is about 20-something days older than you is faster than you at 100k by 5 minutes and something seconds.
I'm just to the 100 mile. I want to go back to the 100k.
It didn't exist, but I didn't give it away. That was me. But
so you did 11:30 then?
I did 11:36 in 100k, and you're 11:41.
Yeah.
I've got something over him. But now I just roll down hills, and I'm quite content with that. So that's all right.
I might let you just keep that little.
Yeah, I'm happy to have it. Thank you. You can keep.
I might.
You can keep your backyard PBs better than mine.
Okay. We'll agree. I might go back there this February, but.
Now for the 100, won't you?
Not.
Hey, I do want to. Oh, actually, we have time for one more question. Did anyone else have a question, or have we covered everything? Everyone's happy?
Which was your favourite team of the RDs? Which was the best RD?
Team A?
Yes! Yeah, sorry, a question in the front here.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me get you on camera.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, this is the pinnacle of extreme sport. Where to from here?
Oh, great question.
As in
Yeah,
where
answer that one, Jimbo. How do you beat this?
As in how long does it
What's
go?
your journey moving forward from here?
Well, next year we got Dead Cow Gully in June, and then Bigs again, hopefully in. I'd say a year. Yeah. So the thing about it is, it's not. I try not to think of it as event to event. It's just a mastering of a craft, and I think all the little elements that need to come together. You need to be obviously physically in shape. Mentally, you have to be on a different level, and then you need some spiritual practice as well. And then you need all the nutrition and the health around it. And there's so many different elements, and we'll just keep getting longer and longer, I think. So yeah, it's going to be scary, I think.
Yeah, so I'm out. My ambitions of making Team Australia are done. Hey mate, I want to finish off with a very special moment, which I'm not sure you're going to acknowledge in the way that we saw it unfold. But I personally, in fact the whole event team, think you probably selflessly gave up a yard or two at the finish there. I know you were cooked, but you still had a little bit more, but you insisted on hanging with your mate Tim Kaprizak because he was wobbly as all heck, you know, on the way out and the way in, and it turns out, you know, it was a great thing because he did go and kiss the ground out in that last lap, which was obviously a pretty funny thing at the time. Not that we'd laugh at you, Tim. Yeah, he was around somewhere. Yeah. There he is. But look, you know, I think that probably, in fact, undeniably speaks volumes of the person and the teddy bear that we know you are inside by, you know, making sure you kept him company, and you're obviously pretty damn content with what you did.
Oh, but I gotta say, like, he was looking after me for it. We were all looking after each other.
Yeah, I know, but we saw that last bit. He was in, you know, a terrible state. Love you, Tim. And you were, you know, you still had a yard or two more to give. But
well, one of the walkers or runners out there, because everyone knew us out there. And, and they
you're
said,
famous.
Do you want to? We'll look after him, and you keep going. Yeah. You keep running to the out.
It was your out, man, but you decided to quit instead.
I knew Ryan and Phil could finish the job.
Yeah, but Ryan could have finished a lap ago if you'd done one more lap. Instead, your poor mate's out there slogging down.
Can you not tell him that?
Hey, James Banton, I told you in a couple of weeks leading up that I was so excited that I was going to get to witness you in person, do your jam, you know, just live your life how you live, with so much determination and steadfast focus on giving this format the absolute best you've got inside, and you are going to walk away head high knowing that's exactly what unfolded here at the World Satellite Championships, representing Team Australia for the very first time and not the last. It has been an absolute honour watching you go about your craftsmanship. I love our mate Chris Martin here is an artist, and I find that any tradesman or any sports person or any elitist that gives everything to their craft is just so beautiful to watch. And how you go about things, and obviously how the 15 of you all go about your stuff, is just such a privilege for us that just, get so much out of it. Congratulations on knocking your PB out of the park and doing us all, mate. We're going to be second in the world. And a big part of that is because of you.
Yeah.
Congratulations. On behalf of everyone here, go on, let's give this a round of applause. It has been an honour to share this adventure with you, mate. I know you're pinching yourself still, but we hope you come back to Perth one day and come and join us. Or Ultra Series will also have backyard ultras in Adelaide and Melbourne. Just Wild Dog, Paddy, Wild Dog. Wild Dog is the best wildest dog backyard ultra. Thanks, mate. Congratulations again. And now we all get to wrap this up and eagerly await the official finish of this lap. And when Kate Corner is going to go over to that timing clock, not clock, board, and move us from world ranking of number 3 to number 2. How pumped is that? So good. Those pesky Belgians, though. Still hating on you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. This has been unreal. About 15 minutes.
It is.
Oh, I'm a bit better now. I didn't do much running.
It was done 3 days ago.
So, folks, can we ask all of you here, please, to come and head down into the crowd? Jared! Nice of you to join us, mate. Look at that beard, that is filth. You look like a touch rugby player. Oh, sorry. Sorry, just having a conversation with someone on the phone. Hey, doesn't matter. You're already doing exactly what I was going to ask you all to do. This is incredible. Can this crowd here, if you can, that aren't crewing, if you can maybe come down and head into the crowd on this other side, that'd be awesome. Apart from that, we're expecting this potentially to be a bit of a hot lap. I reckon around the 49 to 50 minutes again they're going to come in at. The rumour is that this will probably be Ryan's last lap, but he's that close to 100 that maybe we can start some sort of chant to get him to go and do 4 more yards after this. But to be honest, I think he was cooked about 5 or 6 yards ago, so he's dug a little deeper than he probably wanted to go to get Australia to 970 yards, which will take us 1 more in front of the United States. Sorry, United States, watching at home, but we really wanted this. 1 more yard than you did. So we're, yeah, I reckon we're about 6 or 7 minutes away from bringing them on. I just want to say thank you to all of you for coming out and answering our call. I don't know if Ryan would have had the motivation to keep going to make this happen if there wasn't such mind-blowing support out here. So thanks for answering the call. We're witnessing history. It's the first time ever Australia has got up into 2nd place on the World Sat Championships. And, you know, we're all part of that. We're part of that story, part of that chapter. You know, and obviously Herdies and Birdies and Ultra Series are part of that story as well. So hope you're all proud of being part of this amazing community, and I hope you really get something out of what's unfolded in the last 5 days here at Moondine Park at Herdsman Lake, because this, on a personal note, will be with me forever. So let's get ready to cheer these 2 incredible athletes along, part of Team Australia, part of 15 amazing athletes and equally amazing crews who have helped them become who they are. Yeah, exactly. Big round of applause for these crews. And I love that you've brought your kids down to watch this too, because, you know, that's our future. So so enjoy the next few minutes of having a yarn. I almost feel like putting on some music so that YouTube kicks us off, just to so they don't see the last few minutes, but I won't. Pato. So yeah, enjoy the last few minutes. Keep on mingling, and as soon as someone sees them coming in, do a big woo or whatever, so that we can all start cheering them on.
Well done, Pato. Let's see what we can see.
Start playing the guitar. Don't start playing. It smells like Teen Spirit. Keep on, buddy. Had fun today, haven't you?
Yeah,
lots of fun.
Yeah, I loved it.
What they do for this?
Oh no, I mean, just enjoy it, man. Just have a good time.
I've been out and back the last 3 yards to see the boys. Went out to like the 2.5k mark. Yeah. Saw them about 4 times in different spots as I come back here.
This commentary.
Hey, no commentary. We want some commentary. It's all unfolding here down at Herdsman Lake. What are we about to witness, Pato?
Oh, gee, well, about to knock USA from second spot.
On the, what do we say? Screw the Yanks?
Oh,
are we allowed to say that or not?
You can.
I can. I'm allowed to. Screw the Yanks, all right? Harvey who? Is what they're saying. Who is Harvey? We have the real boys here. 4.5 days of drinking Red Bull though and not sleeping. It's taking its toll on a lot of us. In saying that though, people are anticipating that this might be done after this yard because we beat the States. And then we pull up stumps.
Phil will definitely go.
I expect both of them to get back, and I expect both of them to go back out. So we could still have.
Hope so.
We could still have hours left, and that carrot of 100 is not that far away.
Yeah.
And then there's the carrot of the Australian record of 102, which is also not far away.
Well, it's true.
So don't be surprised if this goes into Thursday morning.
I hope you're right, but I mean the thing is, I just think that Ryan, in particular, has reached a stage mentally where he can't even think about making.
He can't process.
Like he's lost. Before the race started, 100 probably meant a lot to him.
Yes,
but I don't think right now it means all that much.
But would you want to walk for another 5 hours, or have to restart again and do 100 hours?
Mate,
that's the question.
I know what you mean, but
and I know what you're saying. But you better get out there, fella. Here they come.
Here we go. Bill Brewer and Ryan Crawford coming in to finish lap 95 and officially move Australia into second place. Well done, legends. That's history unfolding.
Awesome stuff.
Well done, Gemma.
Hang on. Look at what Kate Corner is just doing. Well standing. We are changing from number 3 to number 2. Team yards is going from 968 to 970. That moves us 1 yard in front of the US. We're up to lap 96. So we are going to do some radio silence for the next 8 minutes or so and see what unfolds from there. We'll leave it up to the boys.
96. 95 done, 96 coming. Another milestone. It's a huge milestone.
Oh, it would be awesome.
400 miles. It's them also, man. They officially run into a 5th day after yard 96.
Yeah.
Plenty more to unfold here, Pato.
Yeah.
Plenty more.
So
I don't see any of this crowd going. But we'll get going. 96 is 400 miles.
Yep.
Next milestone 100. Only 4 hours. The next milestone 102, which is Phil Gore's current Australian record, previous world record. They keep chipping away at that. 5 yards ago, Ryan came in with 30 seconds left. He's just come in with over 10 minutes. It's amazing what teamwork does. Makes a dream work, doesn't it, Pato?
It made all the difference. It made all the difference.
Will that teamwork continue? I would hope to see
I
it
think
will.
so. I mean, if they
Because
both
if
go
Phil,
out,
if Phil wants to better his PB, he's going to need Ryan by his side. And then anything happens. You get to 103. That's 5 off Harvey Who's record, isn't it? No, we do love you, Harvey Lewis. I know you'll end up watching this, so we appreciate what you did when you come over to Dead Cow, and you're coming again. And it would have been pretty epic over there watching Megan set a new women's world record as well. And I'm sure you guys are watching what's unfolding in Belgium. How many we got left in Belgium, Pato?
Oh, I haven't really paid much attention. Maybe 4? I'm only guessing, I don't know, I haven't really followed it.
Rumour on the street is they reckon they can do 150.
Yeah, I read that post. Yeah.
I think that's porcupines. That's like 6 days.
Yeah. Well,
just over. That's running into a 7th day. We'll be home and tucked up in bed well before that. Not that I don't think Phil and Ryan are finished yet, but I don't expect them to go to 150.
Yeah.
Stranger things have happened.
You don't expect Phil and Ryan
to go to 150.
Or Belgium?
I do it. Belgium could, but I don't. It's not going to happen here. If it does, well,
what will you do?
What will I do?
Yeah.
I'll give you a foot massage. The next back at Ultra I'll time out on yard 48 to join the BK club.
Oh, yeah. Where is he?
BK! He's gone past the double BK.
Double BK.
Oh, there he is.
I'll tell you what, they will not get triple BK. I'm saying it now. No triple BK. Not in my lifetime.
Do you think they'll both go out?
Yeah, of course they will. Ryan's fine. I don't know what Sean's talking about. You're coming in 10 minutes to spare.
It did take some talking into going out that time.
You're joking?
Yeah.
But
because if the argument was, if Phil went out by himself and completed 1 yard, it would have been a draw.
Yeah.
Not a draw.
Yeah, but he needs to talk to me because, as a man who's done 47, this is worse. This is worse.
You know what it feels like.
I know. 96 to 100 is worse than 47 and 48 because he'd have to go twice as far and fail. No, he does not want to stop at 96.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be hard, but fuck. 100 laps. This could be his one time ever.
Is Sean over there in his ear?
He should be.
Oh, I think that his crew are with him. Yeah.
He can't stop now.
His crew and James.
He'll have to time out. If he just stops now, he's got to time out for the team.
Well,
I suppose he's not anymore because they can't go first.
If they do go together, do you reckon they'll keep running together?
Wait. All they got to do now is get Ryan to 100. Phil doesn't care. If they ain't going to get to 108, they ain't going to get the world record because the Belgians are still going. So the world record's gone.
They're going for 150.
That's what I mean. So there's no world record up. It's nice if Phil could get a PB, but I don't think Ryan can get that far, and Phil knows that. So to me, it's up. Only thing's worth going for is to get Ryan to 100, and then everyone stops.
And Phil does one more?
Yeah, Phil does 101. Of course, Phil gets 101. He gets the gold medallion. He's the best.
The golden.
Of course he is. He's the best.
He's only lost twice.
That's right. He gets to 101. Job done. But if Phil will be happy to stop now. 101 or 96 means nothing to Phil. He'll go out one more time, get the gold medallion. He's the best.
96. Yeah. That's 400 miles. 96.
That's what I mean. That's what we're here for. 400 mile lap.
Yeah.
But
so finishing on 95 is, what is it? It's not really the quadruple BK, but it's got to be. It's something like it, isn't it?
They've got to do this lap for the 400. So again, if Ryan's going to stop, it'd be nice to do one more lap to get 400 miles. Then you're at 97, and that's even worse to stop at 97. You know, once
You're
you
only 3 away.
well, you're only 3 away. You know, once you do that,
Less
one's
than-
only 2.
Yeah, they've got less than a marathon to go. It's less than a marathon.
It's easy for us to say that. We've been running for 96 hours.
It's marathon.
We could do that. Yeah, we could.
I'm untrained. I could probably go out and do an Ironman.
Untrained, you could do that. Come on, man. Such a
I'd be fucking sore afterwards, but I can reckon.
Someone needs to get in his ear and say, "Look, mate, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Sure.
Don't do a BK.
I am
don't
sure
do a
that's what they're
BK.
doing.
I haven't really run since birdies last year, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah,
I am
I've
sure.
run little bits, but not.
And also, you imagine when that clock goes from 9999999 to 0.
The one on
I am sure.
He's got
They're
it.
in his ear.
Oh, they got it. You can't stop that.
Where's the whoop whoop?
Not 98.
25 seconds.
Well, better get there because it's over there. There's no one touching it. Oh, there you go. Right, you know, I can talk to him and say, look, mate, this is your one. This could be your one only chance. Anything you got, do not stop now. You'll regret it.
I think he must be going again. He must. I think he's going.
One more.
You lazy bastard.
Did you hear the cheerleaders at Biggs? They were chanting the old lamb chops, the song that never ends. Except they were singing "This is the race that never ends." They literally followed the runners out for like 50 meters. The runners were probably like speeding up to get away from the song. There we go. Come on, Phil.
I'm not sure if you're all aware, but officially Team Australia is in second place in the world standings!
I've done it! Settle ground!
Done it. Brian Crawford has already accomplished a lazy 20-hour PB. You're 7 hours short of your PB so far.
Oh, Phil!
What do we got time-wise?
10 seconds!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So how this works, for those of you that aren't aware, Ryan has just resigned, which gives him the assist, and Phil Brewer is now going out to be crowned the champion of Team Australia, which will give him a golden ticket entry to World's individual championships next year. But I think we can safely say that Ryan Crawford will also be there too. Congratulations, Ryan Crawford. If you feel up for it, Ryan, come up and take
Oh, just want to see. What's that? Laz wants to speak to congratulate him. Let's wait for it. Yeah, let's wait. Let's say. Let's wait. Once you bring them in here, it's all clear.
So, you know.
It's off.
James and Ryan are going to come out for a presentation.
Oh, awesome. Can you hear us? Okay, I'm going to give you to Sean, the race director, and you can talk to him, okay?
G'day, it's Sean. How you going?
Yeah. I get that. It's coming.
Just trying to see if we can reverse the camera.
Yeah, you can hear us, yeah? How many Belgium still got in? 4? Still got 4. Wow.
Okay, he's just written, I'll get Laz.
Yeah, I think that's what I heard him say.
I'm going to see, I don't know how to turn around the camera, but if he can see it might be better. Oh. Oh, yep, do that. I think that's take a photo.
No, let's switch it in.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There's his head.
Hello, how is it going there?
G'day, old boy. How are you?
Oh, I got 4 consecutive hours of sleep.
Hey, that's a win. That's a win.
It had been going.
Yeah, we're just about all over here. Phil's just gone out for the lap now. Ryan's just resigned with the assist after 95 hours. So we're 54 minutes of calling it a day.
All right. So you just passed us and took second place.
We had to get you with a bit of mongrel fire. It took a bit, but took a bit of convincing to get Ryan out there about 5 or 6 hours ago. But yeah, lap after lap, him and Phil, I think, shared the last probably 5 hours together. So just to make sure we gave it everything we had, or they gave it everything they had, and yeah, just overtook you just that last hour.
We did the math when ours went down and saw that they only needed 7 more hours, and I knew they would do the 7 hours. We figured we cut down 1 lap on our lap. We had the winner.
Yeah,
13 behind.
Yeah. I think we were about 8 laps down when you guys finished up, and we kind of left it for a tiny bit to break the news to him, just to make sure it was all legit, just because there's, you know, didn't want to give him some false information. And as it is, with my calculations at the end, I stuffed it up and said a lap ago they would have been sorted, but had to send them out again. So, well, not had to send them out, but had to break it to them that they still had another lap to get in front. But, you know, I guess that's delirium and what it does, but it's been epic. Like, fortunately, you know, I think it's been good being the chaser rather than being the chased, but I don't know how that sat with you guys, but it's been nice always seeing where we had to be rather than, you know, being watching our backs.
Yeah, either it's a lot better chasing, because then when the other person stops, you know exactly where you have to go. And that's what I told. They said, "Do you think they'll catch us?" I said, "Oh yeah." Now once they know exactly how far to go, there's no way they'll stop.
Yeah, well, it got a little bit hairy there for a little bit, whether we didn't know whether it was going to happen or not. But you know, Ryan was pretty cooked, and then it was at that stage where Phil decided to just run every lap with him, because at the end of the day, this is a team sport. You know, it's funny calling ultra marathon running a team sport, but you know, that's exactly what this sort of format every 2 years has evolved into, and it's pretty magical, I guess, to watch how these normal individuals then change their psyche to work together. So yeah, it was pretty cool, to be honest, to watch. I've never experienced it from this side, seeing teams come together in this format. So yeah, it's a real novelty, but a real beautiful thing at the same time.
I think our athletes really enjoyed it, because when we had someone get weak, they kind of banded together to keep them moving, and got some of the people through rough spots that would have otherwise have gotten them. They would, out here on our trail, they would run to the next turn and then wait for them.
Yeah.
We got further than we would have gotten as 15 individuals.
Oh, I 100% agree with that, because I think, you know, I'm looking at our PB board, and certainly more than half of our runners all got a PB. And that's because they're not running for themselves on this one. They're running for, 14 other people with them and a country behind them.
Yeah. I figured that all of Australia would be happy that after that long pursuit, that your guys hung in there, and once they knew what they had to do, they did it and took second place at Speller. And tell Phil and Ryan that I congratulate them and respect them for the performance they put in.
Yeah.
And the whole team.
Yeah, thanks, Laz. I'll make sure I pass that on. We're going to do some presentations to Ryan and his best mates, James, who I know you met both of them last year over there. We're going to present them with their silver coins shortly, and I'll make sure I pass that on. But yeah, we've had, I don't know, I'll say probably now 200 plus people have all come down to come and cheer them all on to try and catch you buggers. And yeah, it's been pretty cool to see it all unfold. So yeah, I don't know. I think I've enjoyed every bloody second of this, really ridiculous twist on an already psychotic and sadistic bloody format of ultra running, and this just adds something else to it. So I see, I thought you were crazy, you old geezer, bloody 4 years ago, bringing out silver ticket stuff and making it all complicated and going, nah, it's just got too big, we need to do this team thing every 2 years. Absolute genius move. I don't know how you could have foretold what was coming, but this whole scenario has brought our ultra running community in Australia together more than we've ever seen anything before like this happen. And it took a couple of years to kind of work out exactly your ethos of how it was supposed to work. And then look at Belgium, what a great example of just what this format can do for a country, a country of runners, not a town or a city or a state, a country?
Yeah, of course, I won't really know exactly what happened until afterwards, because during the race we're just out here in the forest. But I think that the whole Belgian country gets excited to see their ultra runners do something like this.
We've already worked it out. We know what it is. It's their waffles. It's the Belgian waffles. Yeah, we worked it out. We've just got to have more waffles in our aid stations here, and will it be equally as good, maybe even a little bit better, because we have beers with our waffles here.
Well, for the runners that are wanting to make it into bigs next year, they did it's not up on the website yet, but they did the at-large list as it stands after this weekend.
Yep. What's that at now?
It looks like the bottom total to get into bigs is an at-large right now is 83 with a win.
83? Holy shit. You have even got to be blown away with that, because I saw your statement not bloody 48 hours ago that said the at-large this year is going to be like 70 plus. 83.
That's 70 plus.
Yeah, but that's, yeah. I don't know how good you are at maths in your old age, mate, but it's definitely a lot more than 70. But
so I figure for the benefit of people that want to get into bigs, there'll have to be a couple of races organized that are that Masters type competition where you're gonna have to get a bunch of big guns together
to go deep. Yeah. You think you'll do the same over there, or? Oh, probably wouldn't be you. It'd be some of the other groups, I suppose.
You've got the races that are going that are really good, and it may, whether it's the organizer or the runners themselves, if you've got ambition to get there, you know you have to have an assist.
Yep. So 83 with a win, you reckon, hey?
Right now it's 83 with a win.
Wow. Oh, well, that's going to rise. Yeah. I bet there is no way in your wild and crazy mind that you could have foretold this a couple of years ago, that this is the sort of level that it was going to bring out of people.
Oh, God. A couple of years ago, we weren't even sure people could do 100.
Yeah. Mate, it's not going to be far off. You've got to do 100 to even get the bigs and the at-large. It's mate, what are we? We might only be 2 years away from that now.
In outs, expect every time.
Yeah.
This seems to grow, but of course it's not.
So, on a side note, between you and me, what do we need to do to take these Belgians out next time? Oh, sorry, we've lost you. I've got no audio, sorry. Have you muted? Hang on, we've completely lost audio. It's not even coming up green on your little screen either. Oh, there you are. Now I got you.
Oh, here we are.
Yep.
The Belgians, everybody went over 50. So I think when we are talking to people that qualify for the team next year, we need to make sure that they're good for 50. If you're not good for 50, you probably should decline.
Yeah, I think maybe
more, because the Belgians are gonna, they're not gonna rest on their laurels.
Well, if you've got, you know how you got big dogs and you got little dogs, why don't you do a middle dogs, and that's only for Belgians, and then we all get a chance at other stuff.
I think it's the nature of sports. People set a standard higher, and just lasts that way. Everybody sees what they have to do.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, after 4 years ago, Belgium taking it out, and then 2 years ago, obviously the US taking it out, Belgium now have just come back to all of us contenders and just gone, look, hold our beer, boys, because we're going to show you what we're really made of. It's just been so mind-blowing, admirable to us. Just like, it's, there's no words to describe what it is that they're doing.
Oh yeah, it put a whole new level. They still have 3 going, and I think that they're shooting to knock off the world record, but that's still most of a day away.
Yeah. Yeah, what are we, 95, and they've got to get 109, yeah.
12
yeah,
hours.
12 or 13 hours, yeah. So, but then they'll probably, 3 of them will bloody do it, and then they'll all just resign and go, yep, well, we still had more, you're just going to have to wait to see what that is.
Oh, well, congratulations again.
Thank you.
I guess Ryan's already off. He'll be back around before long. We've got a venue to take down here, and I guess you'll have the steam coming pretty soon.
Yeah, we're I don't know, we're into the night, so we've decided we're going to order some beer and pizzas and spend the night here and have a big party and celebrate, and then we'll pack up in the morning when our heads are going to be a bit sorer than probably what they are now.
Well, that's exactly the approach we took. We stopped in the middle of the night last night and got like 4 or 8 hours of sleep so we can come down here and sun up and congratulate you guys.
Well, thank you.
And then start taking the venue down.
Yep.
We couldn't have been beaten by a fighter alive.
Yeah, look, thanks for your kind words too about Ryan and Phil, and how you had no doubt that they'd be the 2 that would take it down, and yeah, it's been an honour to be part of such an amazing week. Yeah, it's not just event or days now, it seems to be growing out to a week each time, so yeah, look, congratulations on what a tremendous, not obviously, I know it's a great format and it's a really cool mental thing, but this is so much more than that now. This is about bringing communities and countries together to run in this crazy format, but to work together. And I just love that that's what it's done. And, for us, we're so proud to be part of it. And go Team Australia. We got you pesky Americans. Finally, it's taken us a few cracks. But, really looking forward to some more head-on ding-dong battles in the years to come.
Oh, yeah. We probably won't give up in the next 2 years. We'll probably be back.
I have no doubt you'll be hungry after this time.
Good luck, and again, safe. Tell Ryan and Phil couldn't have got beat by finer guys and your whole team.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Really appreciate it. Enjoy the pack up, and we'll chat soon.
Bye.
Cheers. Do I need to leave the meeting?
Nah, leave it open because we'll forward it to face it that way so they can still see Phil cross the line and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll fix it up. Cool.
Righto, folks. Apologies for the delays there, but we have just been on a Zoom call to the legend and creator of this event, Mr. Lazarus Lake, who is full of absolute admiration for how Team Australia has gone about our hunting. And that's exactly what it's been. We've hunted them down. And we concurred that certainly being the chaser rather than the one being chased is probably a more enjoyable position to be in, and that's exactly where we've been at this whole event. So, without further ado, we have two incredible runners we need to welcome to the stage. We're going to introduce them to the corral because we have missed a presentation earlier because if you caught the interview, you'll know that this bloke has been asleep ever since he stopped running. So I would like to call to the stage Kate Corner and B, if you wouldn't mind fixing her up with those couple of tokens. So I will introduce you all when Phil comes over the line, which, knowing him, he'll be here in about 3 minutes. We'll introduce you all to our event team that have helped pull this together. But for now, my kick, what do you call it? When someone's alongside? Sidekick. My sidekick in Kate Corner. Kate is, for those of you that don't know, she's over from Adelaide. She runs all our Ultra Series SA, Backyard Ultras, and our Ultra Series Australia Victorian Backyard Ultras as well. So she's RD alongside me there. Knows her stuff, and we have tag teamed just beautifully for this event. So I invite, obviously, Kate to present to Mr. James Banton his silver coin for being part of Team Australia for 2024. From the big man direct himself to you, James, congratulations. You have done exceptionally well. And alongside James, we welcome his best running mate, our 2024 Team Australia assist with a 20-hour PB in 95 hours from Queensland, Mr. Ryan Crawford. Ryan, we'd love to have a few words with you. Have you got the ability to? 100%. Is someone going live on this? If not, we're just going to wait 20 seconds. It won't take her 2, it'll take her 20 seconds to bring this up. Can you call it, please? Interview session live with Ryan Crawford. Because that sounds fancy. So, unlike James, who wouldn't stop talking, we had to spend half an hour with him on the live interview that we did. We're probably going to have to keep this to about 5 minutes, sorry, because Phil will be doing a hot lap, as Phil does. How are you feeling, young chief?
Yeah, well, pretty racked, but like just got a bit of a swollen knee just from pounding into the ground for the amount of time. I actually had an injury coming into this event. It was a bit of a groin and on the back of the hip flexor, so I was actually worried whether I'd even be able to do 5 laps. But I didn't say anyone, obviously, because I wanted to still come and do the best I could do and hope that it would even itself out, and it did. And I managed to still do what I did. And,
95.
I know, but I just, there's little things that you hear and you look at, and but other than that, I was, sore, but it doesn't really bother me. I just wanted to stop before anything, drastically happened to prevent me to, continue on doing what I do. So, and I do want to say though, everyone here, like the community, since I've been Queensland does have a great running community as well. But what I've seen here today, with everyone that constantly coming back and forth cheering. When I was out on the course, people are yelling out. The amount of people that knew what was going on here, I thought that was amazing and special. Always constantly getting clapped and cheered, and so many people knew your name, the kids. That's what it's about. Like, even though we got a trophy, got all that stuff, and people want, the accolades or whatever, like, I don't do it for that, and I think that most of the people in the community kind of stand for that as well. It's about pushing yourself and how far you can go, and that's kind of what I stand for. So, and I was doing things with that, with this event where you put on, and to show other promoters even special, like, the care that when I would have had to try to suss out a gazebo, all that kind of stuff to bring, is you can't bring it on the plane, and you made sure we had sleeping pods, blankets, anything we needed you got for me. Well, you put me up in the airport now. So that shows the kind of person he is, and for you guys, like, to have someone like that, that encourages, supports, and stands with you to make this community what it is. That's what it's about. So yeah, thank you, and I appreciate everyone that was going out.
Well, I have some words from Laz, and he's asked me to specifically pass them on to you. As much as he's disgusted that you chased down the US, if it was going to be two people that were to chase him down, he was glad it was you and Phil from Team Australia, because he couldn't think of two more worthy recipients to take Australia up into second place. So you're admired by so many, including the creator, not God, maybe God, I don't know if you believe in that stuff, but I mean, our creator in Lazarus Lake. Congratulations on where you constantly seem to find stuff. You're proof that it's not over until you've given absolutely everything. And you've dug, I know, on several occasions you're probably ready to say, yeah, I'm done, I've stopped enjoying this because the body is not enjoying it. But yet, you knew what the end result that we all wanted to get out of this. Unfortunately, Belgium stuffed that up for all of us. But we got second, and that's the best we've ever done. And you're part of history, Ryan Crawford. In your 95 yards, 20 more hours than you've ever run before, and you've helped Australia get the second in the world. So, look, unfortunately we do have to wrap this up a bit shorter because we've got one more person to welcome home. But thank you everyone for coming down. Let's save one more round of cheers for Phil when he comes in for the 96th lap, I believe. And one more round of applause for Mr. Ryan Crawford, our 2024 assist.
Thank you, thanks everyone.
For those of you that don't know Ryan, make sure you follow him because he is a real inspiration in the way he tackles his running. And if you're into this format, which I suspect many of you are, you will learn a heck of a lot from the mental side of things on how he approaches backyard ultra running. So this is where we're going to rely on a few of you. I'm going to hazard a guess and say Phil will probably be in about 36 minutes past the hour, so that gives us roughly 4 minutes. So I need you guys to call out and start cheering when you do see him, but don't muck it up because this is a popular path out there and it could be someone else running. So he's going to be coming from the western side. Which is
great job, Kate Corner.
Yeah, thanks, Brady.
From the corral. So make sure you give him a cheer off when he's coming through. We will have our social media personalities on standby, ready to go live when it happens. So we'll be ready to hopefully record it all. We have one final token to give out, and it is a gold token, which guarantees entry to 2025 Big Dog Backyard Individual Championship. which, providing Phil finishes this lap, he will receive. Let's hope he hasn't stuffed it up.
Will Phil time out? He would at Wild Dog. Too many hills at Wild Dog. Do you reckon Phil will come do Wild Dog?
Whilst we're waiting, on a side note, I know how much you guys love packing up, but don't stress, we're not going to do it tonight. We're going to have a bit of a party, so I think between us all, we're going to order some pizzas and some beers and some celebratory champagne and whatever else, and we invite you all to stick around and join us, and then we'll attempt to start packing up tomorrow morning at about 8 AM. So if you are free, please come on down. It is a love job because this whole event's been a love job, but I think it's been more rewarding than anything we can put out of it. So please do join us in celebrating this history that we've witnessed here. We'd love to, and I'm pretty sure you'll find too, there'll be a fair few of the 15 runners will still be around, and they'll be having a chin wag and be more than happy to share a cheers with you.
Let's go Australia!
Yeah. Go Australia!
Yeah, he's going to give us 2 minutes.
Well done, crew. Fantastic. Well earned rest coming for you too, bud.
We're looking for a sleep.
Yeah, well deserved.
Have some pizzas and beers and then do a final interview there. Yeah.
Well done, crew.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, but that was busy. Alright, so let's just say.
How many laps have I got?
There was this house for sale around the corner that was stunning, like just really nicely done up.
Going to sneak over to Phil's tent, or as they call it, Gemma's husband's tent, just for one last look at what's happening over here at Team Gore. So this is where Phil's hang out for the last 5 days, 96 hours.
Don't let me down,
Feel free to check it all out.
When you know it's
How far away are you?
There's the elephant.
Eric.
There's Eric the elephant. Jam's on the phone to Phil now, just checking what time he's going to be here. He's been sleeping out the back there on his hot laps.
8 PM on Saturday evening. And we're going to finish at 8 PM on Wednesday evening. So exactly 96 hours, 4 days of non-stop running. I say non-stop, it stops for a few minutes every hour.
How far is he away, Jen?
4 days.
1.7.
1.7.
For this was 59
Make
hours.
his chocolate drink.
So WA runners, lift your game.
So we're about 15 minutes away, I reckon. 10 minutes away.
More of the point, Eastern States runners, lift your game and coming over here more often.
This is where Pato's been hiding. This is Pato's home. Say good day to your viewers, Pato. Thanks everyone for listening to Pato all week. He's had a ball. Just spoke to Gemma. Phil's 1.7 Ks away, so he's still a bit of time. Will he make it? 23 minutes to do 1.7 Ks. Who's backing him in? Or are we going to have 2 assists? Wowee. This ain't over yet.
Just a person with a dog.
Oh, I don't know.
Good job, guys.
Hang on. What did it?
I can't shake your hand.
22.
Mate, you guys are awesome, mate. They did more than us.
I'm out. I
I don't know.
You guys took 12 hour shifts. Really fuck all. He had everything going.
Yeah, I broke it every
He
time I
broke
touched
every
it.
time he come on shift. Broke it.
I swear that he pulled a plug out when he left.
I reckon
Just
he
to
did.
screw
It's just
with
like, no.
because we tried, he tried to tell me
I'm pretty sure those
I
jets,
sat my
man.
phone next to there while he's in there, so he's up to something.
Nah, you guys are awesome, man. You'll see his head.
Same as you. RDs are getting tired.
See the light.
Who's
We're
who's
fine.
winning this? 2 minutes.
Oh shit!
You're all right.
I was looking down there.
And that's right. Like,
No, you're fine.
Ready, waiting. Just need him to.
He's still 1.5 k's away. He's 1.5 k's away.
Okay, so you'll be in front.
so what you're saying is, I guess in 47 minutes.
My 41.
Yeah, there's no hot lap. There's no hot lap. He doesn't need to sleep yet. So he's not doing a 38er.
He's savouring the course.
He was on the phone chatting to Gemma before. Yeah, he was on the phone chatting to her.
Make sure it's all sorted.
Yeah. He's just building the suspense, isn't he? Imagine if he come in at like 59.50. Yeah. You just stand up and top in the park for like 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, then Sean will have to do 2 assists. Paddo's tired. He's been on since midnight. He's done a big last shift. He wouldn't go. But he loved it.
He loves it.
Thanks everyone at home for following along.
Yeah.
You've made Paddo's week. He's been like a kid in a candy store,
Had a
yes?
rocky start. It was very
There he is.
stressful to begin with, but it's had a happy week.
We don't know if he'll want to pack this up. I think he's moving here.
He wants to live here.
Yeah.
He's had the best time.
He's had lots of fun, hasn't he?
He's cried, really cried so many times.
Look at the crowd waiting in anticipation here.
He's very young.
Why isn't he doing a hot lap, Tim? Like,
I don't know. Making us suffer.
was it on his schedule not to do a hot
Maybe he
lap?
got lost.
Is he following the same schedule because it said 48, so he's just doing a 48?
He could have got lost.
He won't get lost.
59, 59.
30, 40 minutes, he's nowhere to be seen.
Did he get lost?
Or maybe he's going in stealth mode.
He got lost, Sean.
You got lost?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
We're going to have 2 assists.
2 assists.
What, lads?
I just heard from Lads Land.
So when Phil comes in, do we call out, go Jimmy's husband! Oh, we should all do that because it really breaks Phil, hey. Go Jimmy's husband!
He won't cross the line. He won't cross the line if we say that.
I love you guys.
It's our anniversary too.
Wedding anniversary? Oh, ho, ho.
It's our anniversary tomorrow.
Is Phil cooking your breakfast?
I bet you still got your schedule for another 10 hours now. There's no anniversary.
You can change it and it's like.
He owes you a foot rub or 2, doesn't he? He owes Paddo a foot rub.
No, see, Paddo already owed him because he
so-
watched Paddo's feet at Birdie's last year.
So he's returning the favour.
Fuck you, Sean
It's like a tennis game where you'll take your head.
He's having way too much fun.
All down here.
It's just playing into Sean's hands.
Driving down the freeway and there's a car in front.
He couldn't have written a bit of script.
It's an FYSK. I don't know what that is.
The only way it could have been better is if he could if the states anywhere.
He'll be here soon. I have no doubt.
Would have made it better because they're Belgium, but that was
That's not bad.
that was
When they clock fifth, day 2. When they're top last 3 do 50, and we do 30s and low 40s, we're 50 behind.
The funniest part is you weren't in the team.
That happens, unfortunately. That is too good. And they've been together the whole time, apparently, in like 3 groups. For like the first 2 days, they must have their slow group, mid group, and fast group. So
a lot of them live near each other.
It's a small country, they all know each other.
Like us.
That's right.
Yeah.
All good mates. That's what happens when we're a big ass country all over the place. Some of these people, like Jonathan, probably hadn't met anyone until he got here.
For those of you playing along at home, if you have not met or recognised this amazing woman, Susan the woman, the powerhouse behind the man. Gemma is a crew chief extraordinaire. It's the reason that Phil gets to keep running for hours and hours and hours and hours, and 96 hours in this case, with all of her love and support behind the scenes. So I think Gemma's probably the most excited of us all that it's over. We're wrapping up right now. It's been a long 4 days.
It has.
And it's their wedding anniversary tomorrow.
Wedding anniversary tomorrow. Congratulations, you two. Phil definitely should be making you breakfast in bed.
I don't like my chances. Don't like my chances.
As long as Sean knows, we can let Sean know so he can mention any speeches.
Oh, crap, everybody.
Hello, Newton.
One last time.
Not coming yet. How good is it to have music?
Representing 2024 Team Australia, captain and now champion. Gemma's husband. Righto, Phil. Gemma's been wanting one of these for 96 hours. It's time to plant your lips on hers. Yay! Good work, Gemma's husband. Look. Oh, Jesus, that's loud. We know you are really, really stinky at the moment, so we will let you go and have a shower. But before we do, I would love to welcome to the stage Bianca, otherwise known as Belinda Harding, Dave Paddo, Paul Pratt, he's a bit busy but he's there, Ben Ridley, Simon Poley, Andrew Poley, Willa, get up here. Susan, come up onto the mat at the stage here because yeah, Kate's busy. She's filming.
You can
Go on,
film
Kate.
it
You're
to
not filming.
come up at the
Get
same
up there.
time.
Everyone, please give a big round of applause to your event team that has helped make this possible. Actually, someone grab Paddy's can someone grab Paddy's camera as well? Because he's part of this. Without a dream team like this, events like this don't come out flawlessly like they did. So thank you very much on behalf of me. Thank you on behalf of the Elk Series community for being bloody amazing. So half of this team flew from interstate to pull this together. So, well done. Thanks for your dedication to this incredible format of ultra running. I would love to say a big round of applause to Gemma and extended crew for your epic crewing abilities. So well done. Excuse me. But one final presentation to our 2024 Team Australia champion with 96 yards and a golden ticket to Big Dogs Backyard Ultra Individual Championships in October 2025 in Tennessee, United States, a little place called Bell Buckle. I don't know, it's Belt or Bell, always gets me. Yeah, you'd all correct me. Welcome to the stage for one final time, Mr. Phil, Gemma's husband, Gore. Oh, Belinda, we need you to get the gold medallion. Sorry, we've stuffed this up a few times this week.
Sorry, Sean. Sean, this is why B team rules.
Her initial is B, so.
You chose her on your team.
Where do you want me? Am I giving it? No, you're giving it to Sean.
Oh, ripped off! Just give it to him quick, B. Give it to him.
It's coming down here. The right colour? Yeah.
Gold medallion for Mr. Phil Gore. Listen, do we have everyone that was on Team Australia? I know a few have had to fly home already, but everyone that's still here, please come up and join Phil, and we'll just get one last team photo because you guys collectively have given us one hell of a spectacle. So, first of all, we're going to get you to face out this way, because, you know, without this crowd...
She's coming. She's coming. She's hiding behind tall Joe.
Did he not want to
You just go off.
Alright. Now, can we see if we can actually get you where we can all see your individual heads, you know, try and knock them down.
Righto, folks, one last round of applause for the second ranked team in the world.
I'll say it a bit later.
Righto,
All right.
folks,
See you
that
later.
concludes
Tomorrow morning.
all
Back
our
up.
official proceedings, and I think right now, as soon as we can put on some music, we're going to play some music. Play that funky music, white boy. And we're going to have some pizzas and beers or something and celebrate here. And I'm pretty sure not a single thing's going to
Team Pato signing off for 2024.
Thanks so much for coming
Team
out.
Australia Sat Champs. We're done and dusted here. See you in 2 years' time.